My biggest fear in basic training in AIT was that I was going to get held back and recycled. I knew I was there for roughly 6 months and my family was waiting for me on the other side, and I wanted to do everything I could possibly do to get out and graduate as fast as possible on the first time so I wasn't stuck and held back because, man, did I miss my family. When you're in there, you get your phone maybe Sundays for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on who's in charge that week. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. That was crazy. And you also, like, when I went through, I had a lot of civilian stuff to take care of as well. I have rental properties, tenants paying rent, situations at the properties, and I had to look through my phone like 2 minutes and try to solve those civilian life things, and it was very difficult. So on top of the things you have going on and the family, missing family, you get morale from your family phone calls and all of those things. That really helps you and pushes you through, because once you get to like middle of basic training in AIT, the downhill is fast, but the climb feels very, very slow. You hit midway and that's like, boom, okay, you're good to go. So once you break that halfway point, things are on the up and up, and it seems like a pretty easy process. But when I was going through, sharps were just a big thing. You know what I mean? Sharps are like sexual harassment situations, and you could easily get recycled for having somebody file a sharp case against you, or doing something inappropriate with somebody. You know, that was a really big thing, and it still is. Like, you have to be very careful. I do know people were like kissing, holding hands, hooking up, all of those things during training. But if they got caught, you get in trouble and you could get recycled and you get investigated by the military police. I mean, we were at the firing range one day and there was this guy who he had like a couple like complaints against him, and we're at the firing range and the military police just roll up out of a car and grab him and take him away. And that was kind of the last that everybody heard from him. But I know it was something to do with like the sharp situation. So not only do you have to be like, you shouldn't be doing that stuff first and foremost. Like, you should not be doing that stuff, but you also have to be careful. Like, if you say something wrong, I was just really paranoid and like freaked out that I was going to like say something that offended somebody and somebody was going to put in a sharp case that was like, to get me, even though I didn't do anything. And then I was going to be recycled and trapped there because there's an investigation and they can't release you once you're under investigation. Who knows how long an investigation was? It could be 90 days, 180 days. The drill sergeants told us that there was some guy that was trapped there for like a year because he was under investigation. So like, they push it, like, do not do anything in the sharp sexual harassment type stuff. Like, it's just be very careful, do your thing and get out of the military training, and then go to active duty or go be a reservist, but don't get in trouble and do like things like that while you're in training, because you could be stuck there for a very, very long time. I also didn't want to fail, you know, like let's say land nav, for example. This wasn't really an issue in basic because you do it with a group of people. But let's say like you can't qualify with the M4 with the weapon, and then you end up getting recycled because you can't figure out how to shoot, and then you end up extending your time frame by 30 or 60 days because you have to wait for the next class to come through. You jump in the next class and then you're stuck there for all that extra time. Like, sure, you're getting paid, and like, if you don't have a civilian life going on, like, by all means, if you want to stay in there. I know some people were like, oh, I wouldn't mind staying for another 30 days, 60 days, whatever. Like, if you have to, by all means, stay and get through it and get better. But if you can, just pass everything on the first time and get through. So like, that was my huge paranoia. Like, I was so petrified and paranoid of being recycled and getting held there and just staying away from my family for a longer period of time that I made sure to do everything by the book, kept myself very close, didn't really engage in like social relationships outside of my roommates, because I was like, man, I do not want to get in trouble, look at somebody the wrong way. Somebody says something, make a joke that's funny, but it's not actually funny, and they get offended. They put in a complaint. I'm under investigation. Again, these are all things that like can happen. Like, it's just, you never know. You don't know who these people are. They're coming from all over the different parts of the world, different parts of the country. They have different interpretations of things. Sometimes English is their second language. They might misunderstand something. Sometimes you never know what these people lenses are like how they look at the world, you know? So you have to be very careful with jokes. You have to be very kind of on your toes about certain things, but just make sure you're doing what you need to do as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible, so you can just get through on your first time. Don't get caught up in the weeds. Don't get caught up in the boyfriend girlfriend stuff. None of the drama. Stay reserved. Stay to yourself. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Be efficient. Like, be surgical. Be tactical. Because the last thing you want is to be trapped there. So, guys, my name is Alec Manchesky. I own 8 rental properties. I love using the VA loan to build wealth and helping people just like you who are in the military go from new recruit to wealthy veteran. I do that by guiding you and helping you on how to use your VA loan, when to use it, why it's so beneficial. Real estate has changed my life. It's changed my family's lives, and I want it to change your life as well. So that's kind of my purpose. New recruit. This video focuses a lot on being the new recruit, going through training, some tips and tricks. But after you're out of training, if you get access to your VA loan, or if you're in the reserves, you have to wait to use your VA loan, circle back with me then. But subscribe to this channel because we are taking you from new recruit to wealthy veteran. I hope you have a blessed day. Good night.